Oh, hi!
Oh, hi!
He's Straw.
He's Parker.
And together we are the Battle Hammer. That's it.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank
no,
you.
That's not it.
No, we thought it's that time of the month again.
So I put my pad in and away we go. No, not that time of the month.
No, it's Mumble time, but it's kind of a little bit more than a Mumble this time because, where have you been?
I have been to Gen Con.
And no one cares.
And no
Moving
one cares. The guys over at War Cradle were super nice and said, do you want to run some demo games? And I went, yeah, okay. Thinking it was going to be in Birmingham. And they went, it's at Gen Con. I went, yeah, I can make it to Birmingham. And they were like, no, Gen Con. I was like, that's not the expo, is it? No, it's Gen Con in America. Oh my god! So...
I've given a week's notice.
Given a week's notice, yeah.
And I sent him on his way.
Yeah. So I ran a bunch of demo games for a bunch of Americans, hence my voice now sounds like this. I think it might be like this forever, I'm not sure. I think it's just broken now.
But, did you have a good time?
No, it was no, yes, of course I did. It was amazing. It was insane. Like, if you've been to the Expo and you've been to Salute, like the Expo is probably closer. I mean, Salute is like a tiny little fucking sports hall in comparison. And I'm not boo-hooing on Salute. Salute's still amazing, but when you see how big everything is, it's just insane to get your head around. Like, just stuff everywhere, gaming, all of the gamings.
Alright, so give us your highlight and your low light.
Ooh, so the low light...
Don't say meeting Kevin, because that's unkind.
I would never say that. My low light was actually getting a cold on the way there, developing a cold on the plane, and feeling it kicking in and going, oh no, oh no, oh no, no, and then knowing that I had 4 days of solid fucking demo games to run with a voice that now, I mean, it sounded like this on the first day. That's how bad it was. And of course, because it's so loud, because it's like being at a gig almost, and everyone's talking.
It's constant.
Just constant noise, and I'm, hello, would you like to play this game? It's really fun. That was my low light. The highlight was just
coming home.
Just all of it. I mean, I can't pick a thing. Obviously, it was great to see people who I've met online. Kev, Mike, Eric, big hugs to you guys and everyone else I saw. Being able to see these people who you only see on Facebook was really nice, and getting hugs in and chatting was... And seeing someone, I was saying to earlier on, seeing someone who hasn't played the game before and they're interested, and then as you kind of show them how to play it, and then they go, oh, so I can do that, and they click, and you're like, yeah, now you get it. And then they get really excited, and that was really cool. Because we love the game while we're sexless, so it's nice to see other people getting excited by the same thing that excites us.
Yeah.
That was really
Midget
nice.
porn.
Midget porn.
So it was alright then?
It was amazing. Just insane. I mean, even though it's... I mean, obviously I was running demos, so I didn't have a huge amount of time to just wander around and look at stuff.
Should have demanded time off, mate.
Yeah, given that they'd sent me over there and everything. And I did have a little bit of time, but I mean, even if you had the full 4 days, you couldn't see it all. Just couldn't see it all.
That's
There's
a lot
so
of
much
shiz.
stuff. So much stuff. I mean, you could probably wander past most of it, but you couldn't really see a lot of it. There was a game that I am looking forward to, I think that's coming to Kickstarter in about 3 months, called Hunes, where so you have these mining robot things, and you can build them as the game goes on. You get these little miniatures and add little bits, and then because of the spaces in the things, you can put ammo in, and each time you fire it loses ammo, but because you don't know when you're getting into combat, how much ammo your dude's got, or your opponent's dude has got, so there's kind of this blind bidding kind of thing going on. And then you buy upgrades, and then you stick the upgrades on the robot, so it's got the upgrades, and you dig for stuff. It looks really cool.
Is it miniatures?
It's not a miniatures game, it's a board game, but think miniatures game in the same way of like Blood Rage or something like that.
Ah, cool.
But all the miniatures are upgradable. So as you buy an upgrade, you just put the upgrade on.
Oh, nice.
Which is really cool.
Nice.
That was probably one of the games I actually got really excited about, so that was quite interesting. Yeah, lots and lots of stuff. I mean, I can't even...
I imagine there's fucking hundreds of cosplayers there.
There were a lot. Some were really good, some were less good. Some were just a bit weird. There was one guy who had... So like, there were some amazing cosplayers, right? Proper out of this world stuff. There was a guy who was Doctor Strange. And I don't mean looked a bit Doctor Strange. He was Doctor Strange.
Did you see, I don't know whether it was at Gen Con or not, but there's this woman, she's made these little handheld things, and it's like a laser and everything, but it also does light,
Right.
kind of thing. But what happens is when she's holding it and she presses it, it's a fan. It's a fan and a laser.
Oh, and
so it makes the circular.
Oh, that's really cool. No, I didn't see that. It might have been there. I didn't see it.
So clever because it looks like she's just holding these little black things, doing all this, and you've got the circular.
Wicked.
And they change as well.
Yeah, yeah.
They change different colours and different. I'm like, it's fucking clever.
Awesome.
Fucking clever.
There was a little. You might have seen it floating around on the internet. There was a little Gandalf dog. And he was like a little dog.
Yeah, little Scotty dog.
Super cute with his beard and everything. It was amazing.
So, did you meet anyone famous over there?
Did I meet anyone famous? No, I didn't. I'm a bit annoyed that I didn't because I literally was that close but didn't know. So next to us was the Critical Role booth.
Who?
I did get myself a t-shirt. But it wasn't like a booth in that they were there. It was just a merchandise booth.
Ah, it wasn't them.
And then I saw at one point someone walk past and they were cosplaying as one of the characters. There's a guy, for those people that don't know at home, there's a shop in the new campaign and there's a shopkeeper, right? And this guy was cosplaying as the shopkeeper. And I was like, oh, he looks really cool. And then he had his hood up and I couldn't really see, but it looked like he had a lot of makeup on, right? Looked really cool. I only found out later that that was Matt Mercer.
In the shop?
In the shop.
Yeah, because I saw the video of the shop, yeah.
And I saw him and was like, oh, that looks like really cool cosplay, and didn't know who it was enough to go up and say hello. That was annoying.
Yeah, but someone recognised you, didn't they?
Someone recognised me. They were half, just chatting about the game a little bit, and then they kind of had a little double take and went, you're Parker off the Barrel Hammer. I was like, yes, I am. Blowjobs for days. No, I didn't get a blowjob. I did give a cup. No, I didn't give a cup. So that was really nice, and obviously there were people who, as I said earlier on, there's people who we knew online already, and it was really nice to meet up with people in the flesh.
It was nice when I managed to get up with Kev and say, look, Parker's going to be there, and it's like, oh, awesome, I'll track him down.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to actually have that interaction with him.
And as well, you always worry when you know people online when you're going to get on with them in real life. Actually, everyone was super nice. Like no one was like secretly a dick or anything. Everyone was great, so that was really cool. And all the War Cradle guys, big love to all of you. That was did a lot of that.
I would just like to say thank you, War Cradle guys, for looking after him and making sure he didn't get into any trouble. So
yeah, baby.
Thank you. Oh, and I'd also like to just take a moment just to say a little thank you.
We've got a couple of these. The brightest.
Yes, for my orange T-shirt.
Man, yeah.
I've already got an orange T-shirt.
But that is proper.
Yes, it's orange.
Flip it around. Show
the back.
Oh,
this bit.
Woo! We are official war hosts. We are the first of our name, as it were.
And these are the only orange ones, funnily enough.
We are literally the only war hosts at the moment.
Are we?
We are the first.
Oh, so thank you.
I'm the only one who's done a demo. So I am the first war host. I'm number 1 and you are number 2.
Oh, no! So thank you ever so much for that.
Yeah.
And also, we didn't really get much of a chance to say a thank you for our
Friday,
trip.
when we went down there. That was
huge,
amazing.
Yeah, huge thank you for that, Stu.
Seeing behind the scenes was really, really cool.
We can see all the nice comments we got on the interview with Roberto.
Yeah. Top chat, Roberto. Spent a lot of time together. So we were not quite sharing a room, but we were sharing a suite, and that was really nice. Really nice guy.
Yeah.
It was really interesting to hear, because obviously he had his folder out, and talking to people about the concept art, and it was really nice to get that kind of feel where you're connecting with people, rather than it just being a game and we've got the game and then the game comes out and people buy stuff. It's like, actually, no, they're connecting to it and they go, oh, this is cool and that's cool. That was really nice to see this kind of, the spark of this stuff kind of come to life.
I got a giggle out of him when you were all away because he was showing someone the portfolio and there's a picture of it. And I'm like, oi, that's my fucking colouring book. What are you doing here with that? So yeah, seriously, thank you for that.
Yeah, amazing.
I've managed to get everything that I bought put together. painted.
Oh yeah.
Everything's
already
done. Tower, clock,
wank.
it's all done. Everything's done.
I haven't even. I'm in here to glue it together yet.
Because you're lazy.
Yeah, that is true.
So right, I guess it's Mumble time. We've covered that crappy bit about Gen Con, and that's why there hasn't been any videos for a couple of weeks because my staff got nicked.
I have got a bunch of photos on my phone. I will put them up at some point. There's very little context there.
Do you want me to take them off of the phone and put them onto the Battlehammer
Yeah,
Facebook?
I mean, I'll check it first, make sure there's no picture of a wang. But yeah, put them all up on the Facebook.
Check before I.
I will, yeah. Of the many intercourses I had.
No, I'll tell you what we can do. Email them to me.
All right,
Just email them to me, and then I can then put them up onto the Battlehammer Facebook page.
Cool.
That would be lovely.
There's very little context. There's some food on there as well.
That's fine. Just put a lot on, and I'll just tag it as Parker's Jolly.
A couple of things had when I was over there. Chicken wings. I mean, I love chicken wings anyway, but their chicken wings were amazing. We were in a B-dubs. B-dubs. And I had, for breakfast, I had country fried steak one day. It's just like
steak?
Yeah, steak, deep fried in like a chicken fried crust thing with American gravy on the top, which is like white cream gravy. It was amazing. I was full until about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm so full up. Biscuits and gravy. Oh, biscuits and gravy. So biscuits over there are like scones over here, but lighter and fluffier.
All right.
And then the gravy is like a sausagey, creamy gravy.
Sausage!
Which is like... That was probably my ultimate food.
You've probably got
over
sausage
there.
in your head about now. So I know
You've
you're
got,
asking...
what's his name? Wobbling it around.
So you're probably wondering what Parker brought me back.
Nothing. It's a dice. It's a big old dice. Or die.
It's fucking...
And it's a proper die. It's not a big foam one.
That's a
proper,
big ass fucking... And the colour's
You
great.
could hurt someone with that.
I will be. Just purely so we can... It's good for...
Turn
turns,
marking and...
because we never got a fucking dice for that, and now
No.
we have. Look at
And
the
we
fucking
always
size of that.
forget it or re-roll it.
And more importantly, he did come back with a little present.
He did.
For me.
Tiny Epic Zombies.
Tiny Epic Zombies.
It's as yet unreleased. I think there's a couple of months until it's officially released, so that's nice. Pre-release
Oh,
thing.
I didn't show you that. And he also got me a shot glass.
Gen Con 2018 shot glass and a Gen Con 2018 fridge magnet, because I know he likes his fridge magnets.
I don't. And what else did we get given to us or
yeah.
bought for us?
Big Kevy Smallwood, Firefly Adventures even, Brigands and Browncoats.
No idea what it's all about.
So it's kind of a board game / miniatures game. One of the big things about it is you have two different models for each of your characters. You've got like a casual mode and then big hero mode. So the big hero mode is when you're fighting, and the casual mode is when you're just walking around talking to people. I think it's a really nice thing. Oh, what's this for?
Stella Leap.
Oh, we'll have to get it, won't we?
We have.
Oh,
I kickstarted it.
oh, that's super cool. Hammer. Hammer.
We've actually got our own homeworld in our proper colours.
We've got a proper homeworld and everything. Home planet. That's where we come from. Oh, I love it. What's this called? Secret Draw?
Stella Leap.
Stella Leap. So it's a card game?
It's a card game, resource exploration game by Weird Giraffe Games, I think, Carla? Pretty sure. Yeah, Weird Giraffe. Yeah, Weird Giraffe. They were there.
Should have said it. I've gone on to say hello.
Yeah, it's been kickstarted. It should be dropping out about nowish. I actually think we should be getting
Can you
ours.
see that? I don't know with the lighting and whatnot if it's going to work.
Not like that. Pull it back a bit and up a bit. Yeah, they can see that.
Battle Hammer. That's our homeworld. That's where we live. On an orange planet. Love it.
So if you kickstarted, you could have your own planet done on your own card, so no one else will have those.
Oh, wow. That's super cool.
Yeah. And it was only like an extra like
prestige.
£5 or something.
Oh, bargain.
Yeah.
Normally, something like that would be a lot of money.
Yeah. So, do we have any questions for this Mumble
I've got my previous...
before we launch into a tirade of
Chism.
stuff that's shit and stuff that's cool and stuff that should not be allowed in a box? I'm not going to go into that one too deeply. Miniatures. Some miniatures are good. Some miniatures are bad.
Oh, right, yeah. Don't.
Yeah, I'm not going to go any
So-
further than that.
Wild Boy 789789. Oh, I didn't know you were on the Twatter. Kill Team looks bad. I'm hoping Rogue Trader is good.
Kill Team is awesome.
Have you played it yet?
No.
Oh.
I've just been building it all up.
The terrain looks amazing though.
The terrain is beautiful. I saw that and put it all together, and it nearly, very nearly, made me buy the 2 bigger buildings.
Oh really?
I'm like, oh,
That close, eh?
very close. But then I thought, if it was more generic,
Yeah, less 40K.
I would have done.
Yeah.
I would have done. But it's good because we're always going to play 40k or something that's resembling 40k-ish. So
Yeah, totally.
You know.
And you can make it look less 40k by not highlighting the 40k bits, if you see what I mean. You know, you don't have to have those bits heightened.
No.
The detail of it.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Wildboy789789 also says, "Oh, that rising sun mat is awesome." Yes, it is. Really cool, big and colourful, and everything looks really nice.
Oh, did you know that we had Last Days turn up?
No, what's Last Days?
Zombie game by Ash.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wicked.
Craig sent us that. So cheers, Craig.
Cheers, Craigo.
Yeah, we've got that. And it's got all the figures in it are like all the ones that we've already got
Oh,
from other games. So I'm like, oh, awesome. So you make your own little
posse
survivor
of
up, and you go against your other survivors.
Nice.
And there's a couple of zombies been them out. Great
Oh,
stuff.
similar to All Out War.
Oh, the Walking Wank.
Walking Dead, yeah.
Yeah, Walking Dead. No, better though.
So, Martin McDonald says, first ever monthly Mumble. Hey, welcome.
Boy, you're low. You've got some catching up to do, fella.
Great to have in on the background. Yeah, there's in the background of what we do, which is nice to hear. You guys got me into World War Exodus. I'm glad to hear it. See? Good times. Gonna get my club playing, I hope. Not really into 40k. The you move 100 minis and I move 100 minis. It's not really interesting. Have you guys tried Infinity? Well, congratulations on getting into Wild West Exodus. We hope you do, because it's one of our favourite games at the moment. Really, really enjoying it.
Top 3.
I feel the same about 40k with all the moving stuff. It is a bit of a pain in the arse.
Well, that's why I think that they have tried to move away from it in Necromunda and Kill Team. You just move all of your figures, but because it's only a small scale,
yeah,
it doesn't take that long.
bad.
But then you go into alternates when shooting and combat, which I really like.
Yeah.
So,
Have we tried Infinity? Once. It
once,
was a lot of work.
and we sat there and went, are we meant to be enjoying this? Because I think my brain has just imploded.
Yeah.
It really did seem like a lot of hard work. Don't get me wrong, the minis are fucking
Oh,
awesomely
they're
beautiful.
insane.
But
Gorgeous.
it's just
It's
hard work.
and the narrative. I really like the background. I think it's really cool. I think as a role playing system, it's
Awesome,
probably really
yeah.
good. But as a miniature system, it's
not for us.
And especially because we play so many games, you know, it'd feel like having to relearn the rules every time we play, which is a big
At least
deal
with all
for
our
us.
other systems, there's kind of some slight similarity.
Yeah. You know, the order system is a lot, and you know, there's so many special rules that are relevant in the book. I think again, if it was cards, I'd feel a bit better about it potentially.
I don't know.
Because I like cards.
It was just hard work, so we tried it. We did not like. We moved on.
Paulos01
Oh, he's trouble. He is this
says,
one.
"Congrats on the 2,000 subs, guys. Richly deserved." Thank you. Oh, ow. Thank you very much.
2041 now.
Yeah, touch my notes. Didn't Parker say you would do something special when you reach the heady heights? No.
We've done it.
Yeah, 2,000 subscribers on a Gen Con.
Yeah, you went to Gen Con. I feel somewhat
definitely-
cheated on that.
Definitely connected and not in any way coincidental.
Shut up.
I tattooed my penis. No, I didn't.
We'll show you later.
Yeah.
It's just one tiny little black dot on it.
Doodle-doo. I am the amazing Mr. G. I like your name, Amazing Mr. G. As far as the models not being used when killed in the fluff, I think it would be a lot of fun for a gaming group or specific campaign event. I don't think it would ever happen officially, especially with the move to boxes of models rather than blisters. I can't see any company selling a box that can't be used in official events for fluff reasons. That is a fair point. In a campaign setting, works perfectly well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see how it wouldn't necessarily translate into a thing.
Well, then don't kill him in the background. Just say.
Yeah.
But no, but then amongst a group of friends, yeah, I think it'd be quite fun to
in
do
a
it like
campaign
that.
setting or something, I think that's really cool. I mean, you look at Horus Heresy stuff.
Ooh, pretty.
You know, things are dead, but it depends on when you're playing it.
Yeah.
You can choose to play it whenever you want, or just ignore that and do what you like.
And that's the beauty of Kill Team. That's why I picked it up for us, because we've got so much 40k stuff.
Oh yeah.
We can just pick
bash it out.
Yeah.
And it's only a little table, right? It's like 20 inches by.
It's on a
I think
board.
it's on a board, right?
It's on a board, yeah. Very small. Very small.
Yeah.
Just like my Winky.
Oh. Little baby with a little acorn.
You give it a little cuddle, that grows monstrously big.
Where's AD?
Oh, here's trouble again.
Question for the next Mumble. Now that 1.08 is out for Wexodus, are there any rules that you think need tweaking further, or is it pretty much there now?
I think none of the Enlightened should have any rules. The Hex shouldn't be allowed. No, I think at the moment it's pretty good at the moment.
On the whole, it's really, really good. I really like the change to
Quick and the Dead?
Quick and the Dead, yeah, exactly. I really like the change to that. And as much as I'm frustrated as an Enlightened player as the rules are tough, I do think it makes more sense.
It was a bit
because it is
overpowered.
not whether it be overpowered or not. It's the only time you can roll crit failures, so it goes against the core rules, if you see what I mean.
Except for if you're the Wayward
6
Eight.
of the Wayward 8, but then that's a special theme posse thing.
Yeah, so it makes sense.
That's for them.
So yeah, I'm pretty happy with everything at the moment.
I am.
In 1.8. It's
the only thing that we've had a kind of conversation about, me and Brett, who you may have seen on the channel before, we were talking about the construct menials versus the construct henchmen. They're both 30 points, but the henchmen are legitimately better in every way. They have better guns, they have a better aim stat, they're not inexperienced, so why would you then take the menials? I will take the menials just because they look cool, and you can have them in big units of 10 rather than 6s. But we have had a chat and we kind of said that if you were to give them a melee weapon like a blade rather than the standard.
Haven't they got a blade?
So they come with everything comes with the standard melee weapon, which is like pierce nothing, right? Everyone can just hit something unless it specifically says unarmed.
Yeah.
So our kind of rule was give them a fight of 4 instead of a fight of 3. Give them a blade, which is pierce -1 and parry. That way they become like the melee versions against the ranged versions. Doesn't make them really good or anything. Doesn't make them like legitimately loads better. It just gives them an ever so slight tweak into like hand-to-hand combat, and that's it. And I think that would then be. We've spoken to Stu. He said we're not going to change it right now, but if you want to play test it and let us know what you think, then maybe when the next upgrade next year or whatever that is, we can bear that in mind. But that's the only thing, because because it's such a. They're both the same amount of points, but those are better. Yeah. That's the only kind of thing where I would and ah about. But I mean, even that's literally the only thing now. I think 1.8 is in a really good place.
Yeah, it really is. You know where that place is? Just over there, because we like it.
We like it a lot. Ian Torrance. Another cracking Mumble, lads. Always a pleasure. Yay!
Whoop, whoop.
Agree entirely on board games. The missus and I got a lot of co-op games after we started Zombicide. But it's not that fun if one of you loses the majority of games that you play. Playing together to beat the game is much more enjoyable, even if pandemic keeps kicking our arses. Keep it up, chaps. Way hey. Yeah, I mean, co-op games are, unless everyone's on the same kind of page, it can be really difficult when you are getting your butt kicked every time you play a game.
Yes, I hate it.
And especially in a board game, because sometimes in a board game you can start losing and then that'll be like, that's you then done. And that's really, really irritating.
I'll get my coat.
Yeah.
But I don't think that really matters when you're playing Cthulhu Wars, because it's just so big and great.
Yeah, totally. And we did forget a couple of rules as well.
Yeah, because we're shit. But then again, you guys don't watch us for the rules. You watch us for the entertainment, the singing, and the occasional shots of penises.
Bam! Yeah, I'm really big on co-op games at the moment. I just like them.
It's actually got bored of beating me.
Well, no.
Next.
I can never be bored of beating you. It's just so nice to watch your face sink. Oh, your little face. Look at his little voice.
Your mum's like that when my cock sinks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's alright, I went round and looked after her while you were away.
Hi, it's Dan! I have a question for ye.
Oh, it's not bloody Garnet, is it?
Garnet.
Garnet.
Right, with all the hot weather, I imagine a lot of gamers are having trouble with their minis warping. Have you had this issue and how do you prevent the warp? Well, you need a Geller Rosenfield or whatever it is.
Yeah, because otherwise you end up as chunky salsa.
Yeah. 40k references. I haven't had actually any troubles with warping. The only thing was I had a little knife on someone that in this heat kind of went a bit.
I snapped to, you know, what's her name? The special edition model. Who's Ozozo? What's her fucking name?
Nakano Gozen.
Yeah, I was getting her out the other day and fucking snapped off both her hands.
Oh.
I'm like, that's alright, I'm gluing back
Should have
on.
pinned him.
She held up a fucking tank.
Should have pinned him.
Shut up. She held up my tank for the entire, for like
Really?
2 or 3 times. Because she just stand there in front of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And because I can drive away, but I might get, she gets a hit on me.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'm a dirty great tank, I just can't
And then
run
she'll-
over her.
Unstoppable. You can drive through her and do a ram attack.
But she was base to base with me in front. And to do a ram attack, you've got to be able to move.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not fucking right. I'm not like having about this.
I'm sure there are special rules for shooting with vehicles, like you can shoot out of combat, which you normally can't do, or something like that.
I don't know. I couldn't find many vehicle rules for it. It doesn't matter because it was really fun. But I'll tell you what, the old spiker guys,
Yeah.
you have them and you have Bass Reeves sitting there behind the ruin going, you're not going to get me, boys. And they go, oh, you know what? There's 10 of us, there's 5 of us here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do a pistol fucking thingamajigging.
Oh,
and they've got
5.
2 shots each on their guns naturally.
So that becomes 20 shots. Vomit.
Bass Reeves did not live very long. He just went, what the
Yeah, that's a lot of shots, right?
Yeah, and they gunned down what's her name as well. Oh, fucking ninja woman. They got out the tank and went, right, we've had a fucking enough of this. Fucking pasted them. I'm like, I'm having more of them. And they get the rifles as well.
Yeah, they're proper,
Awesome troops.
proper legit.
Awesome.
Cynthia Miller, hello, hello.
Hey, 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 Cynthia!
Also glad you like my band.
Oh,
Wouldn't
yes.
you?
Oh, yes.
Oh, so Paulos01 asks again, great
No.
Mumble guys, are you into 2000 ad? Did you know that Warlord Games are releasing a Strontium Dog War game later this year? Looks good, so I'm cautiously optimistic. Would love to see you guys play it.
Well, if you've got to
Did
buy
read
it.
2000 AD. What other characters would you like to see turned into games?
We can't say anything about that because there's
No.
not much we can say.
No, I did used to read a lot of 2000 AD. I haven't read it lately. In the last kind of few years, just got out of the habit of picking it up. I used to read it a lot. I
Not a fan
still
of
really
Strontium
enjoy
Dog.
it was never one that I got into. Strontium Dog. I don't know if there was a gap where they didn't really release it, and I think I didn't get into it.
Road Trooper would be quite fun.
Road Trooper would be cool because you've got that big war kind of
The old Noughts and the
thing.
Sons.
Yeah,
that'd
and
be
there's
awesome.
an obvious kind of war game there.
Yeah, and there's so many different factions going on in that as well, isn't there? In some like the cities were different as well, weren't they?
Yeah.
'Cause, the English faction in one of the cities was just freaking crazy.
There was a Judge Dredd game. I think there's been a couple of Judge Dredd miniature games.
Just haven't got it right, have they?
Well, the first one I quite liked, Gangs of Mega City 1, where you didn't play as a judge, you just played as gangs, and then the judges would turn up, and they'd be like an NPC almost. And that was quite cool. What would I like to
TV
see?
series has been given the go ahead, hasn't it?
Yeah. So
It's done. Do we know if Carl's in it?
I don't know yet, but I mean he's
Fucking
been
better
pretty
be.
positive about it up until this point, so I'm going to guess possibly. See now, I mean ABC Warriors.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be cool if you did like before times when there was actually the big wars going on and stuff. That'd be really cool. The problem, not problem, but the only issue you've got is because the 2000 AD stories are so character driven. Like that's the thing with Strontium Dog. It becomes like, well, okay, so I'm playing as Johnny Alpha and Wolf.
Great, and I've got a bunch of muties.
And that's it. Like, what else are you going to do with it? Not a lot. Unless you were doing like, you know, the War of Milton Keynes or something like that.
No, so...
It's tricky. I mean, not all IPs do convert well into games.
I'm saying nothing on that one either. I'm not allowed to say anything in this mumble.
No.
Because I'll get told off by people. But no, I don't.
They have to work within the theme of the game, I think, and it's very easy to go, well, this is cool. Let's make some miniatures for it because that's cool, and then we'll release a game because that's cool. And if it doesn't have the theme and it doesn't have, like, if you can't arrest people in a Judge Dredd game,
what's the point?
What's the fucking point? Because that's what Judge Dredd's about. I think that's why I actually really like the Conan game, because it's not a miniatures game as such, and it's kind of focused into this event. You're Conan rescuing someone or doing a thing, so that stops it just being a big war.
That's a cracking little game as well.
Yeah. So yeah, it's tricky. I'm trying to think of various 2000 AD properties that I would like to see.
I can't because I never read it. Move on.
Lots of them.
Stuff
and things. So, come on.
Your face.
Sitting outside watching this in ridiculously hot weather. On a scale of 1 to 10, how moist are you both?
Right now, or for the last couple of weeks, pretty fucking moist.
Fucking moist, yeah. I mean, it's raining and it's a bit cooler, but I'm still a bit.
I'm still sweating like a bitch in heat.
Yeah.
Sorry to all the bitches in heat out there.
Adam Boxall says, glad you like the playmat, lads. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Enjoy another great mumble. See yous soon. If you're ever down in Norfolk Way, do feel free to hit us up, and we can find something for you to do in the Battle Cave. Oh yeah, with my new sexy voice. Hey, I'm well sexy me. How do? Put it in bum. The Hairy Painter 1 says Wrathborn will kill characters and will remove them from the rules. Oh,
good.
The model will then just be a standard version of that model. Oh, so you can still use the leader of stuff, but it will just be a generic leader. That's quite a cool way of doing it, actually. So you still get to use your model.
That we should be receiving a load of that stuff soon, actually.
Fancy pantsy.
Oh, and someone said they're going to send us a load of Gangs of Rome stuff as well.
Ooh, Gangs of Rome. I've seen a bit about it, but I don't really know anything particularly. TX Mad Dog. Mad Dog. Mad Dog, I think it's one word. Mad Dog is not.
Can't you fuck off back to the States? I don't know, it's quite time.
I did nearly call them doulars to people.
Doulars?
Send me to any different doulars, please. I mean, dollars. Hi. My feelings exactly about the new kill team. Have you thought about adopting Flames of War style turns to 40k? Using the Flames of War order dice. Love the show and the Gaslamp videos. We don't know anything about the Flames of War rules. We did think about doing the bolt action ones where you pick a dice per unit and then you can.
I still think that'd be an interesting way of doing it.
Yeah. I don't know anything about Flames of War order dice, how that works.
Nope, not away.
So glad you like the show and the Gaslamps videos. Well,
don't expect to see any more. Boycotting it.
Yeah, whatever.
Don't you whatever me, you bitch.
Oh, Ian Briggs. Hello,
Hello.
Ian Briggs. Talking of Wrath of Kings, there is a core of players in the North East. You might know the ones. Plus, we get together once a year over at Element Games for a few games and plays and stay completely sober. Yeah, that doesn't sound sarcastic at all. I'm sure they get very, very drunk.
Doesn't sound very fun if they stay sober. What's the
Right,
fucking point of that?
I think that's one I really like when you get a core of people and they're like, no, we love this game, whatever the game is. And they're like, no, we fucking still like it. You still get people playing old Warhammer and shit like that. I really like that people are passionate. The issue we have is because it's just us two, it's hard to kind of get a scene going on because we don't have a local gaming club or a local gaming shop that's round the corner, so we tend to.
And yet we do amazing stuff for Exodus.
For you and you and you,
but not you or you. Definitely not for you.
I don't know what that means. And Andrew Carter said, "Baby will be cast aside soon. I'm pretty sure."
Yeah. Well, they've just they've got a little baby thing. He goes.
We're
throwing it aside soon so I can come gaming.
Oh right, good times. Do that. Don't throw it in the river though.
Off a cliff.
Oh, okay, right. Mark Duval, hello.
Hoi,
Ahoy,
hoi.
Mark. Dear Battlehammer, the reason small... This is when we were talking about voting and stuff like that. The reason small states carry the same weight as during elections as big ones is to maintain each state's voice. Otherwise, New York City and Los Angeles would rule the entire country. Cheers. That's a good point, because they've got so many people in those areas. If they had one vote each,
Yeah,
then that would be that. Good to know.
Yeah.
Thank you for your
Look at us being all
words.
political.
I know, right? Mr. J Zilla. Mr. J Zilla 101.
That should be G-Zilla.
J Zilla.
No, God. Oh, God's sake.
We use a green baize coloured blanket from IKEA when playing board/card games. £4, job done. Because we were talking about card games, I think, and picking them up.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Also says 501st is Vader's personal regiment, and they have blue accents on their armour. And yes, it's now an international costume group that grew from a desire to create accurate Star Wars. Wrong. Pressed the wrong button. Create accurate Star Wars costumes, and now many chapters around the world raise thousands of pounds/dollars for charity. Good job.
Cool.
Good on them.
Good on
So that's
them.
where they got the 501st from, because it was Vader's personal dooms. Good to know, thank you. And also, sports fans are cosplayers and nerds more than gamers. That is true, actually. When I was in the States, we went into Walmart and there was a load of footballs and like local team stuff. And it's like, yeah, you know, if you've got your local team pocket fob and you got your fucking t-shirt and you got your pillows and all this kind of stuff because you support your local team, and it's a good point, really. I wear Battlehammer, or I wear I like this cool geeky game, but yeah, it's the same thing when you wear a football shirt, or do you remember when they played in that thing in 1984, and then that was the guy who managed them, and this was the 3 people who played in that team, or whatever it is. I mean,
And the percentage of goals in that game, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
it's proper nerdy.
Fucking nerds.
Nerds! Oh, that was funny. Just shouting nerds out whenever I could. Nerds! In the middle of...
And you didn't get thrown out.
No.
Can't believe they let you back in. The
Also says 2k followers. Woo! Shit, yeah.
No, I Steve.
Wayne Wilkinson. Well done on 2,000 plus subscribers, fellas. Here's the next 1,000 crazy followers you get. Drinky, drinky. What do you guys think the season 4 changes seen for which I previewed for Guild Ball? I think what I've seen so far looks fine. It's tweaks to the game.
I have no comments to
Nothing
make.
particular. Also, Parker, are you going to be getting those cooks? Probably. Because cooks, I like cooking.
They look shit.
I think they look alright.
I have no comments to make on this subject.
And that is the end of the comments from the last Mumble.
Thank Christ for that. They just go on, don't they?
Yeah, fucking wank.
Bloody hell, these people. So what do we have to say about what we've got coming up? We've got lots of stuff coming up.
The bum.
The bum.
Coming up the bum.
We've got...
I'm coming up, so you better get this party started.
What?
I'm coming up, I'm coming.
We have got lots more wonderful craziness to come for you. We
Yeah.
have got more Wexodus.
Yeah, we've still got to start officially our Slogo League.
Yeah.
We haven't officially started yet, so that will be coming.
There'll be plenty of that filmed. We've got
to run a campaign of this, because I think there's a three mission campaign to run.
We've still got stuff to do for Patreon.
Yeah,
We've got,
which is thingy.
Yeah, we've got to do that next week. We've got Kill Team coming up. We
Yeah.
have got just a whole smorgasbord of stuff coming up.
Smorgasbord.
Obviously, if there's anything particular that you'd like to see, let us know.
Let us
and
know
we'll completely
on our
ignore
Facebook page, which is the Battlehammer Facebook page. If you don't know, go and check it out. Go on the Facebook, type in the Battlehammer in the search bar, and it should come up with us.
Will it?
Should do.
Fuck do I know.
That's one way to communicate with us. You can also follow the Battlehammer on the Twitters. That's you. Or you can follow Vitruvian Goblin on the Twitters, and that's me. Probably don't do that because I'm a bit of a wank. Games, lots of games. Star Wars Legion, got to play that. Got to play.
Wookiees!
So cool.
If you haven't catched up, if you haven't seen our latest Star Wars video roleplay one, please go watch it
No,
because
man.
he keeps his Wookiee up for the entire game.
Yeah, I do. Keep it right up.
It's very, very funny.
It was really fun to play, actually. I'm not going to lie. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it as much as I did. I thought I was going to get more frustrated. But
it was so much
I let
fun.
them get frustrated.
And we've got some Shadowrun tomorrow.
Yeah.
So plenty more
Oi,
role
oi,
playing.
chummer.
Oi, oi, chummer. So plenty more role playing to come.
Yeah.
And just plenty more of
games.
the shit that we do.
More stuff. So many games, so little time.
So many games, so little being paid.
I know, right?
Wow.
So, speaking of being paid, if you want to do that, segue, or a segu, you in the top corner you can find our Patreon page. You can donate as much as $1 million a month, or as little as $1 a month.
If you're a tight bastard.
We would like it if you think you would buy us a beer in real life. You go, hey, I'd buy those guys a beer. You can buy us a virtual beer by donating, say, £3 to our...
We need to change that on there.
Yeah, when you put the thing up, you can get us a virtual beer on that and donate, say, £3 or £4 to us a month, and then you've bought us a virtual beer which we can then spend on stuff for the channel, like terrain, and we've got a green screen and games and lights and all the other cool stuff. If you don't want to do that, you can find our Amazon wish list.
Might be microphone next, I think, for the table.
Yeah, that's a
when
good
we're,
idea. Or lapel mics make us feel super special, like we're news reporters or
For
whatever.
when we're role playing.
Or I want a big mic, and then with one of those little the things they put. What the fuck is this? Oh,
Just do it.
I'll have to.
Oh, that's right. You don't know how to answer your own phone.
Hello. Hello, ahoy hoy. How are you? Glad to hear it. No, I just didn't realise I.
Sorry about that slight interruption there. Just can't fucking do the...
You can find our Amazon wish list, which will be down below. You can go to that, and we have stuff that we would like for the channel, games and stuff we would like to play for you. And if you would like to donate one of those, you can find it on there. And that's it, right? Apart from the most important thing.
Which is...
Don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked it, want to subscribe. If you don't like it and don't want to subscribe, you don't have to like and subscribe, but we would like it if you liked and subscribed. And until next time, Ahmed. Ahmed. Just